Melissa, Gorga, Angie K and more get shock of a lifetime in wife swap, Real Housewives Edition trailer. Get a sneak peek at all the family drama and touching moments to come on Wife Swap, the Real Housewives Edition. Ready for Bravo's next epic crossover, as Wife Swap, the Real Housewives Edition takes 4 fan favorites on the ultimate fish-out-of-water social experiment. The first-look preview of the 4-episode event series, which you can check out above, dropped on September 16th, along with the official cast lineup and premiere date. Read on to find out everything to expect from the wives as they join new families for some truly transformative experiences. When does Wife Swap, the Real Housewives Edition premiere? Bravo's Wife Swap, the Real Housewives Edition debuts Tuesday, October 14th, at 9 p.m. Eastern Time/Pacific Time. Episodes will be available to stream next day on Peacock. Who is in the Wife Swap, the Real Housewives Edition cast? The wives featured are Angie Katzenevas, the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Emily Simpson, the Real Housewives of Orange County, Melissa Gorga, the Real Housewives of New Jersey, and Dr. Wendy Osifo, the Real Housewives of Potomac. What can fans expect on Wife Swap, the Real Housewives Edition? Based on the hit global format, each standalone wife swap, the Real Housewives Edition episode follows a different Bravoleb and real wife as the pairs navigate swapping their everyday comforts and luxuries to fully immerse themselves in a vastly different familial experience, according to the show's official announcement. Through unexpected conflicts, eye-opening moments, and emotional breakthroughs, the journey challenges everything they thought they knew about themselves and the world around them, the announcement further states. Through this process, the Real Housewives will question if they can appreciate the lives they left behind, and conversely, the Real Wives will question whether the aspirational lives showcased on reality TV are truly as glamorous as they appear. When Angie announces that she's heading to Idaho in the Wife Swap, the Real Housewives Edition trailer, husband Sean Trujillo high-fives their daughter, Electra, who cryptically predicts, "You're gonna die." The teen experiences her own growing pains in the process, too, as her new mom snatches her phone, and Electra later declares, "She is not my thing." Angie Katzenevas makes a shocking discovery that threatens her business in RHOSLC Season 6. Upon arriving at her new home, an off-the-grid homestead, Angie finds herself in unfamiliar territory, instantly observing, "I'm definitely overdressed and underprepared." Indeed, when a young girl asks her to change the toilet, it seems to take all the strength the RHOSLC cast member can muster to stop herself from gagging. By the end of the swap, though, the same child is seen affectionately wrapping her arms around Angie's neck on a mountaintop, tearfully telling her, "I don't want you to leave." Elsewhere, a man also dabs his eyes, before admitting, "We're so different, but so similar." Angie, for her part, later makes an emotional confession of her own, describing to her swap counterpart how she'd learned the most spiritual and most beautiful life lesson, hundreds of miles away from home. Next up, Melissa says goodbye to sons Gino and Joey, as husband Joe Gorga points out, "You hate sleeping without me." So, naturally, he gifts her a pillow emblazoned with his photo to take along on her journey. "Joe and I are the last couple on earth that would swap," Melissa tells a producer, later adding, "There's a woman sleeping in my house right now." The Real Housewives of New Jersey couple seem to be doing just fine apart, though, as Joe is seen gleefully jumping rope double Dutch style, before remarking, "Melissa's not my wife tonight. I love Michelle." Melissa and Joe Gorga share a major marriage update after 21 years together. Seeming to encourage her cute new son to not cry as she departs, Melissa later has a post-experiment heart-to-heart with Michelle, who admits, "I feel like I'm in quicksand." After 48 hours on a vegan diet, however, Joe appears happy to welcome Melissa back to the Garden State, though. He even makes a NSFW meat joke that prompts their daughter, Antonia, to groan, "Oh God." Meanwhile in Orange County, Emily reveals that she's traveling to New Jersey and playfully credits husband Shane Simpson for her wanting to participate in the cross-country switch. "I want to see Shane so uncomfortable," she jokes. Indeed, the RHOC husband's new wife later mentions feeling overwhelmed as he's cooking, but he cuts her off to say, Hey, I'm trying to talk." That's when Emily experiences an interruption of her own, from a literal pig, no less, as she's breaking down her excitement over mid-swap rule changes, including that the family's patriarch would be taking over all muddy, animal-related duties. You might feel a little resentment, the mom of three warns the man, before she and his real wife later bond over a similar struggle of feeling overwhelmed in their respective lives. Finally, Wendy stuns her and husband Eddie Osifo's three wide-eyed kids, Carter, Cruz, and Cameron, when she announces, "You guys are gonna have a new mommy." Though Eddie, unsuccessfully, attempts to offer his wife some advice on balance, the transition doesn't seem to go so smoothly on his side either. One scene previews him holding Cameron, who appears to cry while the newcomer rips up Wendy's rules and institutes her own. Elsewhere, the RHOP professor does the same, welcoming her new family to Wendy's world, after which she has some things to get off her chest, back in the DMV. "Thank you for ruining my carpet," Wendy lectures the new mommy as they sit next to a red stain on her white rug. See all that and more by watching the official first look at Wife Swap, the Real Housewives Edition above. And as you await the premiere, take a sneak peek at what else is ahead for Wendy and her family on RHOP Season 10.